Hi guys, this is my video submission for week 8 discussion, which is crazy. That is already week 8, the final week. And this is the sleep log one, as well as it looks like just kind of a course kind of review in general, a reflection. This is kind of a crazy week for me to be discussing sleep, because in the spirit of full transparency, I am bipolar and I've been experiencing a med shortage and have been off my med, which that is one of the biggest things that is affected for me is my sleep schedule. So the first question is, what pattern did you notice between your sleep and, what pattern did you see with hours of sleep and sleepiness throughout the day? And I had multiple days where I actually did not sleep at all at night, and then I would sleep during the day. And I think that that's kind of a hard question for me to answer because it was all over the place. At one point I honestly didn't sleep for like 43 hours and I felt wired but exhausted, and when I finally slept, I just still felt very tired. But I think that for me, my sleep is much more of a battle mentally than it is just of hours slept. What other factors besides total sleep might have contributed to your sleepiness or lack of sleepiness? And once again, for me, lack of sleep tiredness is much more than just lack of sleep. Being off my med was definitely the biggest one. My mind just would not shut off. Lots of racing thoughts and mood swings and overstimulation. So sleep was kind of just a mental battle for me. Always is. What behaviors, practices can you begin to implement to improve your sleep quality and time? Getting back on my med will be crucial for me. It always has been, but also just having a routine and something that I stick to, which I think is actually most what my med helps me with, is keep a routine. And the more capable of that I am mentally, the more of just going to bed and going to sleep is an everyday thing. But when I'm not stable mentally, something as simple as laying down and going to sleep isn't a part of my routine, if that makes any sense. And then on to the reflection questions. Reflect on and share about your learning of this course as a whole. What did you find most interesting? There was a lot that was interesting. I'd say learning just on mental health and how it really connects to everything. Which I already know, but the more you kind of answer these questions out loud on a weekly basis, it all ties together and it's kind of insane to think about. What were the top 3 things you learned? Routines are key. Stress management actually works, and sleep affects everything, because the last week and a half has been near impossible for me to keep everything together. What activities do you enjoy most? What did you enjoy most? I think I really enjoyed the physical fitness assessment activities. I also did enjoy all the tracking activities, the sleep log, even though it was such a weird time to be logging my sleep, but also the meal tracking and all the ones where you were writing things down and keeping track of them, because that really is mentally a wake-up call when you look at it on paper. What are you proud of? Honestly, just sticking with the class. And there's been times, especially in the last couple weeks, where I was I just can't do this right now, and just really pushing myself and making me do it, even if I was not quite in a spot to be doing it. And did you experience any challenges, and what did you do to address them? Once again, I think I just kind of answered that. Until the last couple weeks, I really hadn't experienced any challenges. In fact, working at a school and being in school to be a teacher, this has been very easy for me for the most part, because majority of this class has taken place after school has out, so I am on summer break. But the last couple weeks have been a struggle to just keep myself doing what I'm supposed to be doing. All right, that is all. This is kind of a long video. I'm sorry. Thank you, everyone. I've enjoyed this class a lot.